What's up guys, in today's video we're going to be doing first impressions and like a first drive and then a little review with some 0 to 60 runs of the aFe Momentum GT intake. It's a little continuation from last video, and so if you haven't watched that already, watch the full install and everything. Do a little first drive impressions and then I'll be do some 0 to 60 runs and things like that. So stick around, gonna be cool 0 to 60s and maybe have a little fun in the Challenger. Let's get started with the video. Also remember, if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links in the description below at the O2 Cummins Ram. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel, trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. When we do hit 5,000, you will be choosing my exhaust for the Challenger. So here we are, first drive with it. Got it in sport mode and everything, and ooh, that was cool. I honestly felt a little bit faster. I'm quite surprised. That's my first little that wasn't even full throttle. That was my first little acceleration there. But it's 93 degrees outside. I don't know if you can see it up there, but it says 107 is the intake temp. I got the horsepower and torque up here. Having sport mode, traction control off, and this is just the first little drive with it, just seeing what's up. And so far, I did kind of notice when it shifted, I made a little, I can hear the intake noise. We'll see, we'll go down this road here a little bit, but first little drive with the intake seems pretty nice. It's funny, everyone's staring at me because I have the GoPro mount on. This is funny. Wow, seems pretty quick. Dang. Let's see, give it a full throttle right here. Definitely tell. I honestly feel like I hear the engine a little bit more. It seems like slightly louder, and it does feel a little bit quicker. It feels maybe a little more snappier. Can't tell any difference in throttle response or anything, but definitely does feel nice. I like it so far. This is just first impressions. Who knows? Maybe it's a placebo effect or something because I spent 400 bucks on this, but we could definitely hear it's not that loud. I don't know if it'll come through on camera, but I can definitely hear the air getting sucked in there a little bit. And it's pretty nice. Maybe if I turned off the AC, it'll be nicer, but it still is 95 degrees out. And air intake's been at 105 this whole time. I've seen it go up as high as like 117 when it was this temperature, so could be doing a pretty good job. I'm gonna roll down the windows. We'll turn the AC off. That way get a little bit nicer. Here we go. I guess I'll turn off the cooled seat too, but woo! That was nice. Definitely feels good. I mean, for a V6, this car's so fun. I don't know why anyone would doubt it, really. And I can even see the intake, it's going down, going like 102. So, I mean, it's doing its job. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's pretty good so far. Dang, you can definitely hear it a little bit more. You can. At least I can. I don't know if it's coming through on sound, or I didn't record it before on the inside, but man, I can definitely tell a difference. I can kind of hear the engine just a little bit more. It's real nice. So those are my little first drive impressions of the Challenger with the cold air intake. Now let's do a couple 0 to 60. So my best with the car before I put the cold air intake was 6.4. Now I've been driving it for about a week, and I don't know if you can see it in there, but I have gotten 6.2 already. So I already shaved off 0.2 seconds off my 0 to 60. So let's give it a couple runs and let's see if we can get under that. It is 61 degrees outside. Everything is turned off. Let's make sure. There we go. No air conditioning, no nothing. We got sport mode, traction control off. Probably do some runs with traction control on too, just to make sure. But let's go. Whoa, look at that. 6 seconds. That is the lowest time I've gotten. Wow. Look at that. Our air intake is 69 degrees and it is 61 outside. This intake is doing its job. Wow, the lowest I've gotten without the intake was 6.4 and I just got 6 seconds flat in the Challenger here. So let's give it another run. Let's turn traction control on and let's see if I can get a better time or not. Ooh, 6.2, got a little wheel slip there. So maybe traction control off might probably be the best way to do this. So let's see, let's try this one more time. Let's try it again with traction control on. Let's see how we can do this time. What was that? 6 seconds again, wow. So that might be the lowest I can get here with the intake. The only thing left to do, I did actually end up ordering the Hellcat like little intake tube to the headlight, so I will be doing a video on that. I actually just got it in a couple days ago, so doing a full install, and we'll try a 0 to 60 after I get the intake installed. But the little Hellcat tube, it goes from the headlight right to the intake box, so we'll see if that helps it anymore. But 6 seconds though, that's pretty good. I'm real happy with that. We shaved basically 0.4 seconds off, or what is that, 0.4 of a second, something like that, off the 0 to 60 time, which is pretty good. Got it from 6.4 was my best, you know, completely stock, and now 6.0 with the intake, and it is 62 degrees out. Let's see what our intake temp is. It's saying it's 77 is the intake temp right now, so it definitely has warmed up a little bit. We're heating up, so might as well just try one more time, and then I'll go over like the review, what I think of the intake. Let's go for reaction time this time. That was a lot of wheel spin. Yeah, I only got 6.2. Definitely need to try to control that wheel spin there. So let's give my little impressions of what I think of the intake underneath the hood here. So there it is. I did decide to take that off because I do feel like I get more sound out of it. I think it sounds louder with the cover off. I mean, the only thing it's doing is probably keeping the engine clean, but otherwise, here it is. The only thing I don't like about it so far is, like, look at this right here. I can stick my finger in. Hope you guys are getting this. I can stick my finger in it and I can actually touch the intake filter. So, and I mean, I feel like it should be like right there and be all sealed in. I don't know if it's maybe because I don't have the this in right here, but I don't know. Definitely should be a little more further up. If you guys know where I can get that grommet there, maybe I can order that up, because that might be the problem. Because I mean, it's only a little bit off, but otherwise, this is the only complaint I have, which is probably because I don't have the grommet in. So other than that, really love the intake. I think it looks great. So I mean, overall, I really like the intake. I think it's definitely doing its job. I can definitely tell a difference in the power. I'm getting something out of it. I don't know if I'm getting the exact, you know, 20 or what is it, 18 horse and 22 foot-pounds of torque that it advertises, but I can definitely tell a difference, especially between 2,000 to 4,000 RPMs. It definitely feels like it has a lot more get up and go. And I definitely do recommend this, you guys. Like, I've had this for a week. I put about a little over 100 miles on the car with the intake. It's been a lot of fun. I don't know about fuel economy numbers, if this is improving it or not. I mean, I've definitely been getting on it and having a little fun with it. So, I mean, I can't tell yet for fuel mileage, but for power wise, I can definitely tell a difference. It's given a little boost there in the power. Like, I've heard some people, they say they lost a little low end torque or something like that, but I can definitely tell, you know, straight up, I have not lost any power. It's a great buy. I think it's worth it. I'm happy with it, and hope this is helpful for any of you guys out there, and that you guys enjoy this intake as much as I am. Oh my gosh. That was my first time ever doing any kind of like little drift, turnaround, whatever that was. That was crazy. That was a little, whew. I don't think I should turn off stability control too, because I turned it all off. I turned, if you hold the button here, you can actually turn off stability control and traction control, and I think traction control is perfectly fine for any of your trying to mess around needs. Sport mode really holds the gears, you guys. That's a completely different car with sport mode on. There you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed this little review, or a little just pretty much just messing around with the car with the intake. I can definitely say I really do like the intake. I think it's worth it. A lot of people say you don't get numbers, you know, out of a cold air intake. I could definitely tell from the sound, from just the overall feel of the car. It is more powerful. I did gain at least something. I don't know. I'd really like to take it to a dyno and compare it to what a stock Challenger, you know, gets or whatever. But definitely need to do like a little 0 to 60 comparison to a stock one for sure. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little review and kind of first drive and impressions of the cold air intake. Definitely think it's worth it. I like it. Just need to get that little grommet thing replaced and we'll be all good. I mean, there'll be nothing else to do pretty much for the intake. The only next step would be, you know, the exhaust, which, remember, 5,000 subs, you guys are choosing that. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, like the video if you thought this was helpful or you enjoyed messing around in the Challenger. See you guys in the next video.